All right, everyone. How's it going? And hi, Joe. It's going great, actually. Hi. So, a little bit late. I'm having some issues. I can't open the chat on the computer, but I have it on my phone. Um, Not directly, Joe. I did advertise a couple of hours ago that I'm live. I don't want to pester people with me going live, so yeah. It is big, yes. I'm gonna try opening the chat one more time here. The tree is stupid because disc golf. You know that. All right. Okay. I think everything is working. Yeah, you did throw your phone at it. That's true. Okay, I have the chat hopefully available now. Eh. Okay, so the plan for today is this thing. It works, but I'm having issues, um, mostly related to the toolhead not being 100%. That will be fixed in another stream or video. I need to remake my toolhead basically, and I want to move this electronics box to the back and attach it. So that's my plan for today: is to get all the electronics out. The fan in the power supply has a bad bearing, so it's noisy as yeah. And so yeah, so I'm gonna just start tearing this box apart. So I'm gonna end up rewiring the entire thing today. So I hope I can remember everything, because this is my Rook Scalable. Most people know what that is. If you're on my stream, you probably know what this is. And so it's a giant rook, basically. So this has a SKR 1.4, so an old board. Um, and that is running the A and B and extruder motor. And then it has a Creality for 4.2.2, so an Ender 3 board, and that's controlling the 3 z-axes. And a Big Tree Tac Pi 1.2 to do Clipper, of course. I want to maybe replace that with something less powerful, just because this thing doesn't need that much power, and I have other projects that I can use that in. I did consider just putting this in here, because I would free up 2 boards. But then again, I might just want to use this for something that's smaller and needs to be compact, because this is a super compact setup instead of, well, those 3 boards. So I think I'm gonna save this for another build. So first of all, myself a lot, so cheers. So where do I start? I'm gonna try to, let's try to get a plan together. So the most important thing is that I need to remember where everything goes. So picture first, I guess. I'll grab a picture of everything. Like that. And white. Not see the chat at all on my computer. Let's see. Let's go to the actual video and just see if that works. Hey Martin, how are you? Let's open the video, because I need to charge my phone. it's empty. Okay, so that is the chat. Opening a new window. All right, now I can see the chat. Great. Okay. There's a lot of wires going into this box. I'm gonna start by just removing stuff, I guess. I should probably label some of this. Just got home and let the dogs out. Nice. So which one is this? That is the center motor. No, it's not. So that is right. Okay, so that one is front right, and that one is front, no, front left, center, front right. Got it. Gonna take that one away just because it's in my way, so. There he goes. Building a Voron? No. I'm not building a Voron. I have built a Voron. Okay. Now this one specifically I'm gonna remove because it's a chamber thermistor, and this one is no longer fully enclosed. Okay, so chamber thermistor. Okay, so one thermistor gone. I'm probably gonna install this on my switch wire, just because it's fully enclosed now. All right. So except for the power, okay, everything should be ready to just move to the back. Hopefully. Should I maybe, no, the wires are too short right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rotate the printer 90 degrees so I can put this on the back so I can work on it here. That is my plan. Doesn't make sense, but that is my plan. Do you want to build a Voron? Well, I want to build basically anything. I'm never gonna say no to build something. It's more, if I'm paying for something, it's gonna be useful. It has to be useful. I'm not paying for a printer that I'm not gonna use. My switch wire being a good example. I had an Ender 3 that I was tired of fixing, and I wanted a fully enclosed printer that didn't need to be particularly fast, so I made it into a switch wire. I mean, yeah, it's the same principle as a Trident, except on a Trident, the rails and all that stuff would be inside of the frame. On a Rook, it's on top of the frame. So same base design, being a Core XY with a flying Z. I can cut my own extrusion, I can tap my own extrusion, I can drill my own extrusion. So yeah, I can make just about any printer that I want to, if I could afford it. It all comes down to that, doesn't it? And if anyone is wondering, these boards are mostly held in place just with zip ties, because this wasn't the original setup. This used to have a Monster 8 and a Pi, and it does not anymore. So I'm hoping that I can just flip this up. Yeah, I saw there's a lot of Rooks at Printopia, which is it's kind of cool, because seems like people are liking the Rooks. I did not build this with easy access in mind. I have all the parts. Yeah, I could convert this to a Trident quite easily. A couple more extrusions, and it's a Trident. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna try to get the power supply out, and I'm not 100% sure how yet, because it's screwed in from the bottom. Or can I just get that fan out without taking the power supply out? No, I can't. Well, it's time to get this thing out, I guess. Working on a Rook 220 now. Nice. Yeah, it's a fun build. I mean, we did specifically create the Rook because we wanted something easy. So it's a fun build. You don't have to take it too seriously. There's not that many components. So yeah, it's a fun project. I'm hope you're having fun with that. Let's see if I can get this out. I really don't want to disconnect any wires if I don't have to. So that's kind of where I am right now. Okay. Now, am I going to be able to open this thing? So that is the guy that I need to fix. And also, there was a component loose in here. Where did it go? There it is. No wonder I couldn't find it. Try not to touch the capacitors because I don't want to get zapped. Not what I want to do right now. That should be good. Okay. Question now is, do I have something else that would work? Or can I just fix this? $14. Yay. Yeah, like the fan is, I think that's beyond repair maybe. Or should I just try to lube it and see if that helps? Worst case, I'll have to get another fan because I don't think I have the exact same fan. Now the question is, why did I take this one out? Does this work? One way to find out. Let's test. So what's going on with you guys? Anything exciting? Okay, so I can make that one spin. Yeah, that one's good. I think I replaced this from an Ender. Yeah, the Ender 3 power supply that's in the Switchwire right now has a 120 blower in it instead of not a 120 blower. It has a 120 by 120 like PC fan in it. So I guess I'll have to transplant the plug. That's a quick fix. Only issue is that that's my soldering setup. So let me move the secondary camera first so you can see me. Oh, nice, Joe. How did they like it? Let's see here. I have a little bit of battery on this. Shouldn't take that long. Alright, let's switch to the secondary camera. Maybe put that away. I'm glad they loved it, Joe, because that's my favorite chocolate, so. Alright, let's get these two soldered together. Heat shrink. We have heat shrink, we have solder, we have a soldering iron, and we have the wires ready to solder. Okay. All right. Quick little cleanup. Nice, Joe. Don't be looking at your phone while you're driving, though. I don't want to be responsible. All right. Let's just get a little bit of heat on these. Ah, that's useless. Sorry, I'm gonna have to be noisy. Yeah, that's actually not. Okay. Okay, let's get this attached. And I'm guessing it was pushing. That makes sense, at least. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, no, I can see the imprints. So it was that way. All right. This plug is right next to something that's gonna hurt, so need to be careful. Like so. Put that on. Alright. Fan has been replaced. I'm just hoping that it's actually a better fan. All right. This thing is going back in. So now it's just me trying to get everything back to the way that it was without messing up too much. That way, please. There we go. All right. Power supply is in. Okay. Let's get these two parts in. Even though they still don't fit the board, I'm not gonna reprint anything until I have this back up, because I might use something else than this box. Even though it works, I might do something else soon. Oops. Pretty sure I cross-threaded that, but think it's okay. I forgot to switch my camera. Sorry, babe. I forgot. I can also just put that camera back. Okay. Okay, now back to the zip ties. Yes. Professional. And if someone's telling me that this is janky, then yes it is. And do I care? Not really. Professional, and give you another angle. See what I'm actually doing in here. See, that's attached. Fully attached. Nice and secure. This one, I can't get any screws in because it's M2.5. I am, however, going to put down some insulation. I will be redesigning this enclosure if I do end up sticking with it. And that's good enough for now. Okay, so the boards are back in. I can probably attach that to something, or oh, there's nothing to attach it to. I'm just gonna leave it. Can't be bothered. Okay, so now I have to reattach the bottom. So I'm mostly back together and time to put it on here. I have no idea how to set up a camera for this. I can probably move that one slightly more to that way. And then, well, this is gonna be hard anyways. Hopefully I'll just get this on because I already have the holes. I can hopefully just get it on and start the printer, and I can see how it's going. So I'm gonna need some long screws, and do I have any more of these guys? I have a couple over here. All right. Just need to turn off my phone here, sorry. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Did I just put those on in the wrong spots? Yes, I did. Give me a moment. Okay. See if I can do this first try. Yep, got him. I'm 100% blind on that bolt, so that's kind of, I impressed myself on that one. I think I'm gonna try a longer bolt on that one. right, the electronics are back on. And do I remember the wiring for the Z motors? That is the question. So the front, this one is, let me see. This one should be this one. And then this one, which is that one. Let me check my picture. Yep. So this one is there. And that means this one is here in the middle. Maybe go through the whole. Yep. That one is the other way around. Okay. So am I ready to boot this thing up? Let me first turn it around, or maybe just keep it this way so I can see what I'm doing. Is this long enough? Okay. Let's see it burn in 3, 2, 1. Nothing's burning. The fan is nice and quiet again. I mean, I'll drink to that. Let's see if this thing is actually working. I mean, it's going to throw an error on that on the thermistor. That's just guaranteed. Okay, lights are on, so it should be live. Let's see, 163 instead. Oh. Okay. It's not throwing an error. I probably have already removed that from the config. Let's turn those lights off. That's a little bit annoying. Okay. So next I want to see if I can get the Z tilt to just work consistently, because that's been an issue. I might switch to a different tool head at some point, because it's, but with print quality that is down to tool head, it's more down to long belts. And the long belts on this is what's tempting me to do a complete remake of it. But not right now. Let's see if Z tilt works. Okay, so that works. Let's turn off the motor and just make it super bad. Hey Mitsu, how's it going? This is all set up. I did slightly cheat before the stream started. I lowered my micro probe by like half a millimeter, and it seems to be the issue. Hey Los Inc. So I think I'm mostly done. I did consider tightening the belts, but they're fairly good as they are, and tightening the belts on this thing is a nightmare. So if I don't have to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, let's do a test print. That should be easy, right? Whee! Also, I want to get a bigger nozzle in this thing. Let's do a quick test print first. So here is a roller cube. I'm not gonna wait for 25 minutes. I just want to see it get to about this place right here. If it's all looking good. Hey Galvani. I'm working on getting this thing to be reliable. So I've just removed, or I moved all of the electronics from down here, just sitting on the floor down here, to be on the back. This is what I used to have, and then I wanted it down here for easier access when it was fully enclosed, but it's not anymore, so it's easier for me to just pick it up and move it around. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly make sure that it works, and then how about we put a bigger nozzle in this thing and see if I can make it work, because it's a 0.4 on this, which doesn't make sense. So while this is heat, scalable Rook 235 is a really good size because your belts won't be too long. This, personally, I think this is too long for the belts on a Rook. I think with the double shear mod on an MK2, this would be much better. I just can't be bothered to change it to a Mark II right now. Because if I did, I'd have to replace all the belts, and I don't want to do that. So while this is heating up, oh, it's already at 60, but I'm gonna see if I can find a 0.6 or 0.8 nozzle. A 0.8 nozzle would be preferred, because I have some projects coming up that I want to have a big nozzle. So I also have one thing that I need to do on my LDO Rook. So we'll probably do that at some point. Let's see. How big are you? Doesn't say. 0.4. 0.4. Blob. 0.6. That's a contender. 0.4. 0.4. Okay, so I only have 0.6 and 0.4 nozzles, so the rule of thumb for sizing a frame, it's almost 150, yeah. I would recommend trying the calculator on the website on printables, link to a calculator. It should show you everything. So yeah, let me just pull that up quickly. Let's go back to the screen. And here, printables. This will be slow just because my internet is focused on streaming right now. Yeah, the calculator just made it easier for people to figure out their frame sizes. I have a full description on how you do it. Like all of this is how to do it, but the frame calculator is made by a couple of guys on the Discord. Ice, Martin, and Jojo. And it makes it so that you can... Yeah, I don't have any filament in this. Of course. So if you want 235 by 235, and I'm guessing 250 high, so that's an ender size, you'll need these extrusions. And let me check if this one has been corrected. It hasn't, so you need one less X than the... I'm not gonna bother putting filament in and all that stuff. It works. There's no sounds that I'm not liking, so it's good. So I'll just stop it. And I need to let it cool down a little bit before I take it off the bench. Just because I don't want the hot end to melt stuff, basically. Let's turn off this fan as well. Okay, so that needs to cool down. I have a couple of minutes. So, for those who are watching, not next video, so I released a video today about my 2020. Not the video coming next Monday, but the Monday after that, we'll have a giveaway. I'm gonna lose money on it. I don't care. I want to do a giveaway, and I'm going to give away not exactly this one, but I have one more. It's the only one except for this one. So I'm giving away this one in 2 weeks. I'm gonna throw in some stickers. I just got my new stickers, so I'll throw in a couple of stickers and the hat. And whoever wins, I'm going to have a talk with them. That sounded kind of harsh, but we're going to sit down, have a conversation, and see if there's anything I can help you with, either in design or like tutoring, or even if I have something that you need, I'll show you as well. So hopefully I can do that. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna have a sign-up sheet, and yeah, it'll be my first giveaway, which is kind of cool. So I'm just gonna Keep an eye on the temps here. If you want the hat signed, yeah, I can sign it. If whoever wants it signed, I'll sign it. I don't get why, but cool. That would be just cool, I guess. And if anyone is going to Smurf in December in the UK, in Manchester, you'll get the stickers. I'll bring some. Actually, I'll bring all of them. Okay, we're at 40. That's okay. Let's turn this thing off. So I've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm not gonna do too much more. I need to do something important on my Rook and test a part. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, Pi is off. And bye bye. So I'm just gonna lift this down. I'm not gonna put it in the rack right now. That's too much work. By the way, I hate moving this thing around. All right. Let's get some of these pieces off here. Let's get a Rook. Let's remember to disconnect the filament, please. There we go. All right, I have a Rook. Now, I'm gonna take this with me to Smurf, and that is not the difficult part here. The difficult part here is that it doesn't look great, and yeah, I don't want it looks like that underneath. So I'll try to clean it up a little bit, and then I printed this morning, which should fit. Yeah. So I'm gonna need some filament boxes or some foam or something to hold the printer up. So if anyone's working on your Rook, you want to turn it upside down, this is the easiest way to do it. Get your Bowden tube off because it's in the way, like that, and then put it on the motors and the idler towers. And there we go. Now I'm gonna put a cooling fan on this, but all of my 4010s are, I don't know, because I have my skirts and I have one here. This is a 4020, so it makes a lot of noise but pushes a lot of air. I'm just gonna have a quick look because I think I have the fan that I need here. Nope. It's so light. Yeah, it's tiny. It's not big. I'm certainly not compensating for anything with this guy. That is for sure. So I already know that the heat sinks might be in the way for this. And if they are, I'm just going to make some marks on it, and then I'll be able to use this for and make another one that has all the right holes. And I'm thinking that I might put a fan right above the CB1. I don't have an issue with my CB1 overheating, but other people do, so I might as well just help others fix that issue. And I've not done anything to my wires to manage them on this build, mostly because I did it while I did the video for it, and I simply did not prioritize putting that into the video, how to organize wires. Okay. Why is that one so difficult? All right. So hopefully I should just be able to put this on like that. And I should probably make the holes bigger so they don't have to exactly line up. I think that's a mistake that I made. I made these holes exactly the same as the one on the printer. They should just be bigger because they're being held in by this whole thing, right? So being that this is all printed in different printers, I need to add some margin of error, I guess. It doesn't need to be pretty right now. All right, so it is hitting the heat sinks on these 2209s, but other than that, it does fit. So let's start making some marks. So I'm gonna need to cut these out about here. Let's go a little extra. And also to there. Hey Viking, how's it going? And I'm gonna need it to there. So I need to make a hole there. So that's gonna be a hole. And then right here, right there, I'm going to make a hole for a 4010 fan. So I need to reprint or redesign and then reprint that anyways. So I'm just gonna put this back together like this, so that I can at least use the printer, because I do use this even though I have my switch wire set up and my scalable set up and both of my other Rooks, because that one works and the one at home works. I still use this because it's a fun little printer, and it's easy if you just need something quickly, because it's tiny and it works. You're sick? Well, you're sick in the head, but I'm guessing you're talking about like the flu or something? That's not good. Okay. So that is in. So now I have like, there's enough room for the Z motor, and then there is cutouts right here if you want to do the side skirts with a fan on them. Don't use a 4020, that won't work, just because giant 4020. So what I need to do is I need to print one more of these, and I need to redesign that cover, and that'll be, I think that'll be it for the Rook. It'll be ready for its trip. Let's put this back together. All right. Yeah, you are. Okay, that's it. So that was the two printers that I needed to fix something on. So now I'm thinking, should I just keep going, or not, basically. Just gonna put this in here. Oh yeah, that's true. I need to fix that. These side skirts won't work unless I change them a little bit. That should be easy. Let's put that in there. So I have more printer stuff that I need to work on. All right. Why won't you go in? There you go. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? Good boy. All right. Should I keep going, or is this enough for today? Because the last thing that I need to get done, like printer wise, it's not that I need to do it, I just want to do it, is to put the last panel onto my switch wire, and that requires me to pull it out and put it on its side because it's the bottom panel. It's the only thing that I haven't done on that printer. So actually, no, that's not true. I haven't put proper hardware on the doors, but yeah, I'm gonna pull a switch wire out. I need to get the filament out of this thing. Sorry. Okay, there we are. And that is the panel that I need to put on. So let's just do that. Yes, the doors are held in with tape for now. I want to make some better hardware. You can probably see that this is not a stock setup for the enclosure, because I got like halfway through assembling it with the double set of tape and all that stuff and just gave up. It's over where the XC motors are, just to try and hold some of that heat in. I will be doing some more to help with the heat retention. I want to keep the heat in for ABS and ASA prints. So all right. Now I had one thing that I wanted to put in here, but I can't remember what it was. Yes, a USB extender. If I could find it, that is. I've probably put it somewhere really, really smart because I can't find it. Whatever. So let me move the camera down. You'll be able to see. Nope. Let's get some lights on that. That's a lot of lights, but ta-da! So yeah, my switch wire build. I made some little brackets to hold all the wiring to try to keep it neat and tidy. The thing that I want to do with the panel is I want to get the flow, because this is the fan, and I want to get that flow moving kind of down here and then through all this to help keep the SK arm cool. Not that it gets any hot at all, but so I think I'm gonna do is get some foam and place that right about here, just blocking off this part. So let's see if I can find some foam. This is actually some of the packing material from the actual from this switch wire kit. So I'll just grab a slice of that. And then I'll cut it about there, I think. This does not need to be pretty at all. So I have my Wi-Fi antenna attached right here, so that's this one loose wire. Now I'm just gonna do that, and I don't think that's gonna be a big issue for putting the panel on. So that'll keep the air going this way. And this is a modified power supply, so I have a bigger fan in here instead of the stock one, and it's kind of inset all the way in. It's also a quieter fan than the stock one. So mostly this is all because this printer is always on and it's right next to where I'm filming, so it needs to be quiet. So hopefully I can print while I'm filming with this setup. So I'm just gonna double check. What is this wire? That's the one wire that I'm not using on the probe. Okay. Let's just grab some tape real quick. This doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to hold it right there, so that when I put the panel on, it'll hold it. This guy, I'm gonna take that guy out because it's not doing anything in here. I just realized that. So this is the 5-volt power supply for the Pi here, but I'm using a Big Tree Tech Pi, so I don't need a power supply for that because it's 24 volts. Now I just need to figure out which wires I need to disconnect. So that one and one underneath that one. All right. Like so. So if I now have somewhere I need 5 volts, I can easily just steal this. I'll put that somewhere safe. So now I have room for activities, I guess. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that, but I'm probably going to find a reason to use it. All right, panel. I hate these things. Where did I put my knife? Where did I put my knife? That's one. That's gonna look nice. Let's get this. I mean, this could probably just stay on, but I think it's gonna annoy someone. So I'm gonna take it off. the holes are not even close. That's fun. Well, let's get one started and see what happens. That's fun. That's a weird looking Rook Scalable MK1. Yes, it is. Turns out I'm more efficient than I thought I was. So I finished the scalable, the things that I needed to do on the scalable, and then I finished the things that I needed to do on the Rook. So now I'm just moving on to the next one. Is this gonna fit at all? I'm just wondering. It's not gonna fit, no. That seems so odd. How it just does not fit. It's bulging right here to make it fit. And that front screw is not even slightly close. Oh well. It's better than nothing. That is not yeah, it's dropping quite a few frames. It's the computer that I'm using in my workshop is just barely enough. It's one of the reasons why I haven't streamed that much, because this computer is like barely enough for streaming. But yeah, I want to stream. I enjoy it, so okay. Can you see how like this panel just isn't even close to fitting. It's wider at the front. Oh well. Well, that's reassuring. I guess I'll have to put some washers in that. Should you enclose part of a garage workstation for some bed slinger space? I would just enclose the bed slinger, honestly. Just make a removable, like lightweight removable enclosure for it. So Chaz, here's what you do. You get some of those foam insulation boards. They're like, I don't know, 2-3 centimeters, 20-30 millimeters thick. You get those and you build an enclosure and then just have plexiglass on the front. If you want to do doors, do that, but that way if you need to do anything without the bed slinger, just lift it off. They weigh nothing, basically. All right. Bed slinger, done. Almost done. I need to do hinges. I need to design some hinges. I wasn't happy with the setup that came with this. So also all of these printed parts. All of these printed parts on the enclosure are my design, and they're all PLA, and this is a heated chamber, so they're going to fail at some point. So what I think I'm going to do is, when I leave the workshop today, I'm going to put some ABS in this printer and just start printing all of them in ABS instead of, or I'm not. I'm gonna get some PETG and print them with PETG, I think. One thing to do, but instead of having each printer enclosed, just have one shelf fully enclosed in acrylic. Yeah, that would be cool. Just enclose the shelf. That would be cool. You can do that with those foam panels. I've been meaning to try that for a project. I just don't have a printer that needs enclosing right now. But yeah, those I've been wanting to just use those foam panels and duct tape and tape and glue it together, create a box. Because it'll insulate like crazy. So if you want to go fancy, put a acrylic front on it. It'll be useful for longer prints, not like day-to-day useful, but you have other printers for day-to-day useful. So one tier for bed slingers and the rest why. Yeah, good plan, really good plan. All right. I think I'm done for the day. That's 2 hours. I never planned on having a particularly long stream anyways, so make sure that you watch my video about my Mark II if you haven't. I put that up today, and next week will be a Clipper explanation video, sort of. I'm currently filming that. I'll be trying to explain printer configs in kind of for beginners. There seems to be a lot of misunderstanding about what they are and how they work and stuff. So I'll be trying to make a kind of a guide for that explanation video. And then the week after, I have a video that I'm already working on. It'll be a surprise, but in that video I will do the giveaway. I'll do a hat giveaway for those who didn't get to see that earlier when I mentioned it. I'm gonna give away one of these hat stickers and something else. I'm not sure. Might be a thing or a service. I'll have to talk with the winner and see what we can come up with. So I think that's it for me tonight. I'm gonna put this back and reconnect it and all that stuff. But yeah, I'll see you on the Discord. If not, if you're only following me on YouTube, why? Um, I'll see you next Monday. So bye.